So I got a request from a fellow YouTuber. Can I write my very own creepypasta? And I'm quite the expert in this sort of thing. So I thought, you know what? Let's give it a shot. So it would take me like a minute, I think, really, to make like a really scary, like cool creepypasta. So it's gonna be the Madagascar video game. So I'm just gonna draw a picture. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Alex the lion. He's gonna have hyper realistic eyes, and he's gonna be inhabiting the Madagascar game. He's got like super scary bloody eyes. And what does he do? Well, if you play the game, after the first couple minutes, it looks like just a regular Madagascar game for the PS4 or whatever. I mean, I never played it, it's just speculation. But, and you know, you play the game, and you see Alex the Lion, he's running around, you know, being Alex the Lion. But something's not quite right. Something's not quite right. Because the music is playing in reverse. And that's already I mean, you'd probably, like, just generally speaking, want to take the disc out and put it back in. Just because it's, you know, it's not really meant to do that, to be honest. Unless it's, like, part of the aesthetic or something. So, it's Alex the Lion, but he's got a huge spear. Like, a massive, like, harpoon, even. There we go, that's an iconic weapon. Alex the Lion, he appears with a harpoon, and you're playing as Marty McZuckerberg, you know, the zebra. And Alex, he starts chasing after Marty, and he's about to stab him with his harpoon. I'm just drawing a picture, by the way. Stay tuned for the surprise picture at the end. So he's chasing Marty with his harpoon, and Marty's going, "No, Alex, what are you doing?" And then the music is still playing in reverse, but it's really loud, like really loud. And there's like this screaming that's playing in the background. It's getting louder and louder as Alex the Lion's running towards Marty with his harpoon. And eventually, the more you run, the faster Alex gets. It gets to the point where, you know, Alex stabs him. Yeah, and it cuts away, and you got a new screen, and it says, it's got like a picture of Alex like that, like eyes like that. Not really scary. Like, he's got really scary eyes, and what could he do? I was thinking it should have like a game over screen. That's really scary. Obviously it says game over, but it's got to have some kind of like phrase that people remember it by. Because you got like go to sleep, spread the word. That's it really. But you know, you need something. Oh yeah, abandoned by God, abandoned by Disney. What could Alex the Lion say? Alright, so here's what the creepypasta looks like. You see that Marty's, all his friends have been killed by Alex the Lion. And it's really scary because the Marty's also got like hyper realistic eyes, and Alex has got that as well, obviously. And obviously all the characters are dead, even King Julian at the bottom there. And you have to think, like, what could he say? Because I've got the game over screen. Like, when the game goes over, you see that really scary picture, because it's like everyone's got, you know, jump scares, the way to go. But I don't know what he could say. Because there's that quote that the French woman who's dead there says. She goes, "But the animals, you should have never left the forest. Now you have to do with me." And that's a good idea. I have one where he says, "Don't." You've got to do this sort of font as well, because it's sort of fits in the scare. Don't leave the forest, because it can mean a lot of different stuff as well. It's just 3 ideas. I want anyone out there, someone really cool, to make a really scary story out of this, and I want it to be the biggest creepypasta that was ever made. I think the best thing about that is that no one's done Madagascar as a creepypasta yet, or anything like that. So I think it would be a really cool sort of addition. Because you could even have like the penguins. I forgot to add the dead penguins, or maybe they could be Alex's minions, or we can sort of complicate it a bit more. But that's a cool idea, I think, isn't it? Don't leave the forest. That could be the name of the story, because if it says it at the start and at the end, so it's like a cyclical thing of, it might come for you next. Anyway, that's my really awesome idea. Hope you enjoyed my creepypasta idea. That was really, you see, it only took me like a couple minutes to make it because I'm really good at making creepypastas. So just make sure to like the video or whatever. Don't do it actually, because Alex the Lion might come for you. Because look, he might do that to you, and you don't want him to do that.